Hello and welcome back to a Master Gradius Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. And we're talking to Zombie Jake. What does he have to offer? +1 Perception, +1 Lore Master. That's pretty good. An Earth Essence. And a really powerful spear, but it's two-handed. Oh, that's right. We don't have Claudia or Wolgraf with us.
Well, here I am. A man no longer. A monster instead. Unworthy of a conduit's grace.
Counselor Jake, I presume?
The very same. Jake, counselor by day, sorcerer by night, martyr in death.
You say you're a martyr. What do you mean by that?
Mean? Do you contest it, huh? You presumptuous dog. I died serving the conduit. Leandra! Oh, blessed conduit. I'd have followed you till the end of time. And it wasn't to be. I was struck down in the prime of my sorcery. And by whom? Leandra's own sister. The pox upon her.
Hold on, you were killed by the conduit's sister?
Ikara! I spit on every syllable. They call her the White Witch. She is powerful in her own right, but never would I have thought she'd challenge her sister Leandra and kill one of the most loyal. Me.
There must be more you know about Ikara.
Very little indeed. What concern was that foul woman of mine? White witch, perhaps, but black sheep of her family, too. She shunned her sister's teachings. Can you believe that? She could have been the very conduit's right hand, but she shunned her. Oh, take vengeance upon her, blessed Leandra. I invoke you. Open her veins, bleed her dry, give her a function at last.
Tell me about your murder.
My murder, a tale of woe. The time, a misty midnight. The place, the King Crab Inn. The players, myself, Leandra, Ikara, and a stranger whose identity I have never established. The conduit was there to meet with this stranger, and had tasked me to stand ready to overpower him if necessary. I heard sounds of passion at first, but later of angry argument. Then I heard Leandra's command, and I entered the room. She swerved past me, and oh, I can still feel the rasp of her holy breath upon my ear. Whispered, "Finish him." The man lay on the floor, struck down and ready for my knife, which I plunged deep into his heart. Yet, but not a moment later, Ikara burst through the window, and I was defenseless. She savagely tore my life from my body, and I died in the glow of the source. A holy martyr, slain in the name of the conduit.
Why did Evelyn resurrect you?
Foolish grasper. She who thought herself the conduit's favorite couldn't stand that I had been privileged as a confidant. When she realized the conduit had been in the inn the night I was killed, she couldn't stand to think that I had been trusted where she had not. She brought me back to unlife so that I would reveal what I knew. She wanted to work her way back into the conduit's confidence. But as you saw, Leandra had no interest in Evelyn's petty tricks.
Evelyn mentioned the resurrection of Brachus Rex. Do you know anything about him?
Yes, yes. The king is dead, but not for long. Long live the king! Brachus Rex has no equal, Hunter. His knowledge of the source is absolute, and through him so will the conduits be. The hour is nigh. You do not realize it yet, but his axe is falling toward your scrawny neck. And I am of little use to Leandra's cause now. My worm-eaten rind is an insult to her perfection. To my grave, then, I will go. I suppose she'll not grudge me my portion of rest.
Bold as Brachus Rex was he, though only half as holy. The Source King. He is more than legend.
Yes, Bear Daughter. Yes, indeed.
I feel better already. On the mend!
Fortune!
Let's do a little crafting. Not what I wanted. You know, it's tricky. Consume looks like crafting to me sometimes. Pixie dust is very useful. In creating all kinds of great things, like voodoo dolls. Which does a whopping 81 to 90 piercing damage, and it only has an AP cost of 4. Let's make another one. Well, we have to resurrect our companion, but we could look around some more. I like bows better than crossbows in this game, because crossbows take a little bit more to fire. Isn't that true? This takes 4 to attack. And the crossbow takes 5. +1 blacksmithing is nice. That does a little bit of water damage. Let's see if we can give that to Wolgraf. Still not that great, no. Why is it called a mangling dagger? +4 critical chance. And 25% chance to set chilled status for 2 turns. Alright, let's equip it. What just happened? I guess that's not happening. Let's go back and let's go to the end of time. Maybe there's a new thing that opened up.
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Go on, ask me how I know.
Alright, I'll bite. How can you tell we found another stone?
Aha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Source Hunter, you have done it, haven't you? You've discovered the fate of Counselor Jake.
I think we need to go Earth now.
By the gods, no one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest. It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect him, Brachus Rex. It cannot be.
It is. And how did you find me here? This is my personal pocket plane.
Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting. This thing. It was the king of tyrants, the embodiment of terror. The lunatics that seek his rise must be stopped, whatever the cost.
You seem to take this matter greatly to heart, Arhu.
I do. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy and malice given half a chance. For the world, for you and I to suffer his perversions once more is unthinkable. The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has been dragged into this sorry business adds insult to insufferable injury.
If these necromancers seek to resurrect Brachus, they must be gathering at his grave. Do you know where we should look?
There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned Church of the Seven in Sicil's eastern hinterlands. That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra goes, the dead rise left and right. And even in death, the long-lost tyrant's corruption appears to persist. Come to think of it, Did anyone in Evelyn's lair mention the name Cassandra?
Cassandra? No, no one mentioned that name. Why?
It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon. After you've cut short Leandra's dark pursuits.
Why do you bemoan Ikara's involvement in all this?
She is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, the man turned out to be a vile sorcerer. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes, which makes me fear for her safety more than anything else.
We saw the leader of this cult, Leandra, a sorceress.
Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. It's hard for me to believe that she's leading this cult. That she's delirious enough to go after Brachus Rex. But clearly her involvement can no longer be denied. She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter. An opponent to be feared. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates.
What are the Immaculates?
There's a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves Immaculates. And I've heard say they worship a leader called the Conduit. This village is called Silverglen. And if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there.
Do you have any idea who the stranger might be that Jake told us about? The one Leandra was meeting in the tavern.
Alas, I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer, perhaps? Or simply another victim of Leandra's ploys? The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. Though, just as likely, his body too was taken away by Evelyn for experimentation.
We should continue our investigation.
And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please pursue Leandra to the old church in the east and stop her before she can raise Brachus. I beg of you.
Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat.
I wonder why this ancient spectre spooks him so. Ahu doesn't strike me as the type to scare very easily. And so the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch, Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex.
We did what we well, he'll say it.
We did what we set out to, though. Nowhere in our orders is the hunt for an undead king mentioned.
Orders or no, if Brachus is half as dangerous as Jake and Evelyn claimed, we must prevent his ever seeing the light of day again.
I'm glad that worked. This is new.
Morgoth stands awe-stricken by the tapestry of time.
Tell
Even
me,
if he had a
O
voice,
Weaver,
you know he wouldn't find
if you
words for
know
its
all
majesty.
that is past
Never
and
could I
present,
have dreamed of something so
does that
fantastic.
mean you know the future as
Isn't
well?
it beautiful, my
Alas,
friend?
no. I can predict with a degree of certainty, but I cannot speak of what is to come unequivocally. Time and I are one, but we must both run our course before reaching reality. How might I serve our mission? In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions? The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this.
And who are you calling weak?
The fiend. But they have come, as I prayed they would. Could they save me yet? Is there still hope?
All of this is surprisingly worthless. Anyway, that's about the end. So I will see you in the next video. Take care.